speechless.
Now the people who were forced to leave are returning to find water, mold, and crumbling walls. And some of those who left Texas ended up in Middle Tennessee. Today, Jessica Jagloy spoke with a woman who stayed here much longer than she planned. Jess.
Yeah, Laura Paulus is originally from Murfreesboro, but she lives in Houston. While here, she started not feeling well. Her evacuation from Texas, she says, ended up saving her life.
So an hour and a half ago, Megan says, want to go to Tennessee? And I'm like, okay.
Last Wednesday, Laura Paulus and her sister made a last-minute decision to leave Houston for their parents' home in Murfreesboro as Hurricane Harvey approached. The decision ended up saving her life. The sisters were supposed to go back to Houston at the beginning of this week.
Monday night I didn't sleep. Tuesday night I slept even less than Monday night. And so I just didn't feel right. And so I said, I want to go to the ER before we go back to Houston.
Laura has Marfan syndrome, a genetic disorder that in part causes heart problems. She checked into Vanderbilt, and as it turns out, Laura's heart valve that she previously had surgery on was leaking.
The roads are closed, like Houston's shut down. And if we had stayed in Houston, we would have had to go to a shelter and then go from the shelter to like a hospital. And it just wouldn't have been an ideal situation. I definitely think it's a God thing. He brought me here so that I could be at Vanderbilt so I could have the surgery.
Her surgery will be Friday at 9 a.m., but Laura is continuing to work. And while her next priority is to get healthy, she says she also wants to get back to Houston to help flood victims there.
I'm not one to sit around and like mourn, like bemoan my situation, you know? Like I'm like a go-getter and like I want to be involved.
Now, Laura's recovery will take about 6 weeks. She'll stay in Murfreesboro during that time. Then she'll head back to Houston, the city she says she has made her home. Eric?
We're thinking of her tonight, okay? Thank you, Jessica. Now, Laura's sister, by the way, has returned to Houston. Their home was spared, but they tell us it's nearly impossible right now to get around.